What's up, guys? Today, I'm gonna be making a guide to KVK1. You know, what marches to use, depending if you're free to play, mid spender, or high spender. What, and for each troop type, Because I've done 3 KVKs. And I've played, 3 KVK1s. I've also played a lot of KVK2s and stuff like that, but I've played as archers, infantry, and cavs. So I guess I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so first, since we're on this account, we're just gonna talk about archers. This account, we're in KVK1 right now, it's ending soon. If you want, message me and I can probably get you into the kingdom. Yeah, about 12 days until migration opens, or 13. I don't know how many days that period of time is, but we've been racking up the kill points. And so for archers, high spender, march you want to use? I'll give, okay, one march, high spender march, El Cid with YSG. I mean, it's the best, my opinion, one of the best marches in the, of course, it's one of the best marches in KVK1. It's a high spender archer march. El Cid, YSG, it's nuts. Just pops out skill damage, first skill, 1,000 skill damage. But with YSG, buff skill damage by 50%. That's, I think, if this is how it works, it's 1,500 skill damage. Second skill, pretty much the same thing. It's just instant proc damage. So that can proc on the first turn. It's amazing when it does, because you just deal 6 to even 9,000 damage just on your first turn. It's nuts. Third skill, that's the stat increase. El Cid's a great commander because you don't have to mess around with luck or anything, You just bring him 5, 5, 5, 1, or just 5, and then you can maybe try and get lucky with that. I do think the skill damage isn't necessarily needed, but it's really helpful. All of his skills are used in the open field. That's really nice. I don't know. I find him as a really good commander. He's very good at KVK1. I think it's mainly because of my gear. It's just absolutely nuts. But El Cid alone, very good. When you add him with YSG, before YSG I did El Cid Herman, but we can get to that later. YSG is just absolutely, he's best. I'm going out on a limb here. I'm saying he's best commander in KVK1. Best commander in KVK1. AoE damage, everybody knows YSG. His skill isn't as much needed, but then his fourth skill, just absolute nuts. I don't know what to say. He's so good. He's gotten me so many kills, and I've only had him for a little amount of time. I've gotten 6 million kills with him, and I've been using El Cid since day one. 13 million kills with El Cid. So I don't know. YSG is nuts. Can't wait to max him. I'll probably have that by KVK2. Okay, that's the high spender merge. Of course, okay, I must say I'm a high spender on this account. I only spend on gear, that's the thing. I only spend on gear. Okay, mid spender. You don't get YSG until KVK1 actually starts, so I guess it's either El Cid with Herman or YSG with Herman. Herman is a great commander. He's the best archer epic commander in my opinion. He does quite a bit of damage, more than El Cid on his first skill once you expertise him, 1,150 damage, and silences it. That's really good. I forgot El Cid also silences. 1 second though. But this was the nuts, especially in 1v1s, has no really AoE, so he doesn't really bring much to the table with open field brawls and stuff like that, but reducing rage and silencing is really good. He gives attack and march speed, which isn't the best. I prefer any other stat other than attack, but it's still good. This one, not necessarily needed. And then normal attacks have a 10% to increase normal attack. Okay, what in the world? Increases normal attack by the commander. Okay. Oh, okay. So normal attack damage just gives 10% over. And then, okay, he can gain range. I actually haven't looked into that skill much. I don't know. But he is the best archer, epic archer commander, So he's really good. And then he's pretty good. Oh yeah, talents. Here. Since all 3 of these commanders have the same talents: archer, skill, garrison. This is my El Cid tree. You could go all skill tree, but I don't know. I like to have a little mix of both. This skill, the scorpion one, gives, oh no, not that one. This one, Phoenix Tail, gives instant proc, which is just nice to have. It's not a lot of damage. It'll be about 1,000 if you're fighting a medium-ish March, you know? It'll be about 1,000 skill damage, which is still good. You gotta have latent power. You gotta have, well, I guess additional skill damage. I don't even think my commanders have that. Wait a minute. Extra? Additional, yeah, okay. So yeah, that's just the instant proc damage. So that's good on El Cid if you have his skill maxed there. 60 range, you know, all the good stuff. Increases, so this is why I have El Cid primary. Because once his skill goes, then YSG skill, which is a lot more damage, with the 50% damage boost, and him doing 1,400 skill damage and AoE, it increases that by 6%, which is just a good another buff on top of that, you know? That's my tree. It'll be the same for Herman, it'll be the same for, I just have Herman as Garrison because, you know, might as well. I'm not using him in the field or anything. If I was, I think I have a tree for him. Let's see. Yeah, same thing. Exact same thing. Okay. Kusunoki. To be honest, I don't know. He doesn't pump out enough damage for me to actually enjoy it. But removes debuffs and whatnot. That's good, but damage factor, how many times? 300 for 2 seconds and then additional damage per second. I guess you add that up, that's 600. That's a little bit of skill damage. It's AoE, I know, but to be honest, I don't really like him. I don't like him that much. He's a good commander, and that's why he's going to be my free-to-play pair. Free-to-play, unlock YSG, but I don't think you'll have that many skills to get him up. If you're 5111 YSG would not be better than a maxed Kusunoki. So my free-to-play pair for archers is Herman Kusunoki. Any gear will work, preferably blues. But don't dismantle gear. You want to have a full set of gear at all times. You don't want to have like half a set of gear, you know? And then on to Cavs. Cavs KVK1. If you're a high spender, I think it can be the best KVK of your life. Okay, high spender. Mina double C. I don't know. There's nothing else. Like, that's like one of the best KVK1 marches. You'll see it everywhere. This is my talent build for Mina. High skill damage. You know, all that stuff. He's actually nuts in Seasonal Conquest. Not nuts, but he's usable in Seasonal Conquest now. But a little tip, this is what I do. I use double C primary. And I get the March speed buffs there. Look at that. March speed. March speed, I think after experiencing like 2 KVKs with a full March speed, double C, is probably the best stat. You can pick your fights, you can get away anywhere. If you're losing a battle, you can just run away. It doesn't matter. You don't take damage as long as you're really smart with it. Here's the best talent tree, max March speed tree. And to be honest, you don't get the best stats. You'll lose out on a couple of stats from talent trees and whatnot. But the March speed, I think, makes up for that. You can pick your fights. I'm not talking about just farm killing, even open field. If there's like a brawl, you can kind of get around, like on the other side of the brawl, and like take out the marchers that are returning home and all that stuff. You know, it's a little scummy, but it's great. I don't know, I love it. Like we get a total of like 26.5 March speed there. That's high spender. Low spender, mid spender. Oh yeah, Mina buy bars, and you don't even have to have Mina maxed. Buy bars is one of the best. I think, in my opinion, he is the best epic commander. Buy bars right here. You don't have to have Mina max, just 5-5-1-1. That's still viable. You get 5-5-1-1. Third skill doesn't matter. Fourth skill you can live without. He still does a bunch of skill damage and has a good chance without max, 50% chance to do extra damage. But buy bars, man, buy bars is very underrated in my opinion for KVK1. That's what I used. I used Mina buy bars and Pelagius double C. Mina buy bars is really good. He's got AoE and reduces their March speed. I think that's insane. I don't know. Like if you're hunting somebody down, you bring this out. 1,000 damage factor, AoE, perfect. 20% attack, that's alright. This skill, I've never even used it. Upon leaving battle, they heal a portion of slightly wounded units. 50% increased march speed. It's alright. I don't know. I feel like some of his his last two skills aren't really that important. They're not really that used. But I guess the when leaving battle they gain 50% march speed. That's good. So yeah, you just have to max buy bars. I loved them. I used them for majority of my fighting in KVK 1-ish. And what's it called? Early game, like before KVK 1 and stuff. And it's gonna have the same talents as Minamoto. Hold on, click. Actually, except for buy bars, I had him buy bars primary because of his buckler shield, which is actually really good because that's almost Delane's amulet gives 5% counterattack damage. That's almost 2 Delane's amulets right there. He's really good. And on to infantry. I haven't played on this account in a long time. This is where I first started making YouTube videos. Oh my, it's not you. Okay, there we go. Where I first started making YouTube videos on this account. Haven't seen this one in a while, huh? It's in Season of Conquest. I'm not playing on it though. It's pretty much zero. Actually, I should probably just train troops because why not? Infantry. I was actually free to play when I played infantry. I was relatively free to play. I think I spent like not 300, like a good 150 maybe dollars on this account, but it was in the dumbest way possible and I regret doing it. I'm not gonna say what. Okay, I don't want to go off on a huge story. I don't want to make this video forever, take forever. But it was after migrating to a kingdom, I went rogue instantly and attacked an alliance. But this is before KVK 1, and they had somebody zero me, and I spent $100 to get 100,000 T4 infantry. I gemmed it, and that was probably the dumbest mistake in my life. Well, not really. The dumbest mistake was finding this game. I've lost so much money. Okay, no, I love the game. Okay, high spender. To be honest, I don't know. I haven't had the enjoyment of being high spender KVK 1, but from experience, I know that, wow, I don't even have him unlocked. Richard Charles is a very, very good march. Charles Richard, other way around, whatever, it doesn't matter. Both very good commanders. You don't have to invest in them much. A 5-5-1-1. Charles will do in a 5-5-1-1 or 5-5-5-1. Richard will do. Super tanky. I think if you're going to run a Charles Richard march or Richard Charles or whatever. Yeah, I just said, I don't know. Then you want to have a secondary march because this thing will not deal damage. Like, I don't know. I think infantry is my least favorite troop type, to be honest. It's so slow. The Charles and Richard and all that stuff, they don't deal damage. They don't deal enough damage for me to actually enjoy them. You can't rack up the kills with these. I mean, I guess I did it. This is a 9 million power account. I have 97 million kill points and 30 million kills total. Something nuts like that. 26, okay. But I don't know. I don't think they don't deal enough damage for me to actually enjoy them. Yeah, you'll get good trades because you don't take any damage, but you also don't deal any damage. Like it's not my favorite. Mid spender, son Charles, or son Richard. That's also a very good march. Richard heals. Sun Tzu does a little damage, but also takes less damage, and increases skill damage. But I don't think you're really gaining out of that. And free to play. Okay. Also, I don't have Garrett. I think they should be the same. Okay, I don't know. I don't have Charles trees because I don't use them. I think I have them as a garrison on my main account, my old account. Now, I actually haven't used Bjorn. Have to say it. Is he still down here? Yeah, he is. No, that's not Bjorn. Okay, hold on. I have a Bjorn unlocked on this account. Okay, Bjorn. I haven't used him, but people are saying he's good. He's a good commander. I've heard he's really good, and I think he's good. Does skill damage, makes people take increased skill damage. So I think free to play, best march is Bjorn's son, Bjorn primary, Sun Tzu secondary, because Bjorn has the take 15 extra skill damage for 3 seconds, and then you can hit him with your Sun Tzu. And he has the conquering talent tree where you can get the buckler shield and moment of triumph. But isn't really needed. You're not gonna be above 90% that much. It's still a good buff. He's good. I haven't really looked at his skills much. Taking study is not necessarily needed, but again, all the other ones have like garrison, 10% attack and defense, and then have a 10% chance. So he has instant proc damage. That's really nice, actually. 800 instant proc. That's not bad. I didn't even know that about him. That's pretty good. That makes him really nice. Instant proc damage, I love. But here's the free to play March I used before even Bjorn was out. Was Sun Olgi. Olgi was he's good. He's all right. I can't say he's like overpowered or like really good, but I beat like Sun Tzu Richards and stuff like that with Olgi. He's got that damage that I really like. Like have a 10% chance, damage by 100%. I don't know. I really liked that skill. That was like everything I focused on. I don't know. I was a noob when I played on this account. 5% attack and defense. That's good. He does skill damage. Reduces their defense for 2 seconds. That's nice. Here's my Sun Tzu Talent Tree. I just kind of went half and half, you know. Well, no, I went more on the infantry side. There is a March speed tree for Sun Tzu that I used for a little because I used to really like March speed, and I still really do. But it's not worth it because infantry is not meant to have March speed, and it's not really get all good. I don't even know what kind of gear did I have on this account. Yikes. So yeah, that is best KVK1 marches. Recap. Best march. Oh yeah. Okay. Best march, in my opinion, I have to give it to El Cid YSG. I think it's so underrated. I have made, I think, like at least 10 to 15 people switch to archers on this account just because of how well I'm doing. Like, it's nuts. El Cid, I think it's my gear, but El Cid YSG, man. Everybody uses YSG. Cavs use YSG in KVK1. But with archers, you get to abuse his second skill, which is really nice. You can get, like, the full benefit of that. And then, like, all the skill damage you can do, it's nuts. You go negative in a trade. I mean, I've been beating Cavs this entire KVK. Mina double C just rolls it. Like, my stats are stupid good right now. And, I don't know. It's just so good. Like, if you're going negative and your skills just proc, you're doing 10,000 damage with YSG sometimes. Like, he's busted. And then, like, that changes the tides of a 1v1 or a fight or anything. You know? He's just nuts. Right now we're trapped in our zone. That's about it. If you guys want, I'll make a video updating. But I just wanted to make this video because a lot of people ask me, what's the best KVK1 marches? Like, what do you have to do in KVK1? I haven't seen many YouTubers do that because most of the YouTubers are on Season of Conquest. And I think I'll be stopping making restarts because this is my third one that I've gone all the way through KVK1 with. My third troop type. And my most favorite, to be honest. So, message me. I'm in 70 TK if you want to join the kingdom. I'll see what I can do. I'll add you to a list. You got high kills, high power, and be fine with losing some troops in KVK. Not like to get in, but just in KVK, you know? Because we want fighters. Anyways, I'll see you all around. See ya.